Technically, it's coming down to a 5-team race for first place in La Liga. Realistically, 3. But mathematically speaking, there's 5. That's not what I'm worried about today, though. Today, it is the second halves of our Copa... No, it's not our Copa Del Rey. What the heck is it? Good grief. Oh, yeah, it's the second half of our Champions League quarterfinal and our Copa del Rey final against Barcelona, who are 2 points behind us in La Liga. I rested a few players against Real Sociedad. It turned out well for us. Let's take a look at that here now. My name's FM20, and it's time to get real. Sociedad was a fairly rotated side, and we won 3-0 thanks to a goal by Verdonk, a goal by Veerman, and a 90th minute goal by Gusto. Still 4 yellow cards, but we had 17 shots, 12 on target. They had 17-11. They were game. They were. Raboui was actually okay in goal. You know, he'd still be starting for us if we had him, but no, he wanted to chase the money, and look where he's at now. It's okay. I wish I could say I'm over it, but, you know, I'm really not. It's been a little while since I left the last episode. That's because it's coming up on the end of the season, and I've started scouting out for players I might want to sign next season. We had our youth intake. It was not good. I had a 1-star current, 3-star potential striker, who I may actually be able to go to here, whose name is Andy. Physically, he's okay. Technically, at this point, he's a good, 4th division player. He could get better. 3 stars isn't bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. But he's a pressing forward, so he does have a future here. Whether or not I'm going to be here to see it is a completely different story. But as you can see, the other players in the green here, Jose Gabriel Tejada, 2.5-star potential, but not with all that red. You know, it's just... I think I've resigned myself to the fact that unless I start out with a very good squad, an Ajax, a Man City, something like that, we're just never going to get the players in our youth system. So, we got Bayern coming up. We're a goal down. We need 2 to win, and we need to shut them out. So we need to come ahead. I'll take another performance like we had against AZ. I'm all down for that. So, you know, let's see what happens. Tactics-wise, Bates and goal. Kerma, Uche, Lenz, and Jan is the defensive back 4. Augusto and Oosterli are the midfielders. Verdonk and Israel are the attacking midfielders. Roberto and Maria are up top as the strikers. Good, solid match. Pereira taps it off to Moses. Back to Addo. To Schulte. To Addo. All the way back to Trejo. Pereira. To Moutinho. Takes the shot. Gets deflected, hits the post, and goes out of bounds. We got lucky. We got lucky. Pereira with the corner kick in. Addo is there and heads it over the crossbar. Augusto to Maria. Back to Oosterli. Out to Verdonk. Gets it to Kerma. Oosterli back to Kerma. They're playing back and forth. Oosterli's double teamed. Gives the ball away to Antonini. Son of a gun. This is not what I paid all that money for. Come on. Does Oosterli dwell on the ball or something? Did I miss? He looks for the pass, likes to switch the ball to the other flank. He argues with officials. He plays 1-2 and dictates tempo. This is the third or fourth game in a row now where he has done something like that, and it's annoying as hell. Pereira. And Moses hits the post and it goes in. We're 2-0 down. 3-0 on aggregate. Son of a gun. I don't want to see this. We're a good squad. We're better than this. Dima to Addo to Matika. Out to Pereira. Karabatic. And Bates, a nice stop. Trejo taps over to Zorlu. Out to Karabatic. To Schulte. Back to Matika. Out to Karabatic to Moses. To Matika. Over to Karabatic. Drives forward. Antony hits it off the post, and Kermit is blasted out of bounds. 5 minutes left in the half. Jan's on a 6'4", Lenz is on a 6'3", everybody else is 6'5", 6'6". I'm going to bring Slamanu on for Jan. Jan's just making too many mistakes today. Pereira. And Bates plucks that out of the air. Gets it up to Maria quickly. All the way up to Roberto. One-on-one, and Trejo stands tall. Roberto gets the carom. Crosses it in, knocked away. Maria, Slamanu, and he's dispossessed. Karabatic. And Lenz fouls him. Pereira. And that's it. That's the game. We're 4-0 down on aggregate. What on earth is going on here? Of all the times to turn in a horrible, horrible game, it's now. I'm bringing off Roberto and Verdonk. I'm bringing in Konstantinovic and Veerman. Pereira. Knocked away. Karabatic runs it down. Pereira to Moses. To Engman. Bettina knocked away. Uche up to Veerman. Taps up to Konstantinovic, and he bounces it off a Bayern player. Antonini ends up with the ball. Driving forward. Up to Jovanovic. Bates blocks it. Slamanu recovers, and that is the highlight. Augusto from well outside the box. Knocked away by a Bayern player. Jovanovic ends up with it. To Bettina. Batatina. Karabatic to Moses. To Pereira. Jovanovic. Back to Moses. To Karabatic. Moses, top of the box, gives it away. Kermit heads it, but it goes right to Addo. Antonini, right side of the box. Crosses it in. Karabatic's there, but Bates the nice stop. We're a good squad. I know we're a good squad. We should be doing better than this. Pereira. Out to Antonini. Breaks wide, centers it. Bettina, hit the post and it went out. And that's it. We're out of the Champions League. Jan had an absolute horror show of a game. Shut out on aggregate. And it wouldn't be so bad, except we got Barcelona coming up in 3 days in the Copa del Rey final. So we will be back for that. Now it is the Copa del Rey final, and if it weren't for the fact we are on a losing streak of not epic proportions, but our performances have just not been good. And we're facing Jurgen. Of course we are. And we have Bates in goal, Kerma, Uche, Lenz, and Slamanu as the defensive right back because Jan is out with too many yellows. Augusto and Veerman because Oosterley is out with too many yellows. Verdonk and Israel, Maria and Roberto as the strikers. And I need to switch those two because for some reason my coach constantly thinks that they should be reversed. Okay, boys, let's get it done. Kerma on the throw into Augusto. Long pass towards Roberto, who got between the two defenders. One-on-one with the keeper, and Van den Eek out. Punches it over the crossbar. Zoom out here just a little bit. Veerman knocked away, but Kerma's going to run down the ball. Back to Veerman, and the highlight ends. Mahmoud centers it to Cesar. He brings it forward, long pass to Goodwin on the right. Challenged, gets by him. Goodwin to Zanzamas. Slimano knocks it away. Cesar, top of the box. Slots it past Bates for the goal. I think Bates was kind of screened by Slimano there. Augusto from outside the box knocked away Le Guin. Gets by the defender, who runs away from him. They really need to fix that match engine come FM21. Roberto got injured for Barcelona. Lenz and Uche picked up yellow cards. Van den Eek out to Adaliba. To Guerrero. Out to Mahmoud. He cuts inside. Passes it out to Adaliba. Kerma again goes for the tackle and misses. Knocks it away towards Maria. Nice first touch. Out to Israel. He drives forward. Gets by Mahmoud. Verdonk is there and he scores. Well done, Barry. Nice job by Israel getting by the defender there. That was Mahmoud. I'm almost positive that was. Coming up on halftime, it's been a very even game so far. We've had 7 shots, 4 on target. They've had 8 and 5. Cesar, corner of the box to Goodwin, and it goes over the crossbar. It's a solid first half. Let's see more of that the second. Mahmoud to Cesar. To Aguado. He cuts to the center, passes it out to Goodwin. Adaliba is all alone on the right. Crosses in. Zanzamas is there. Catches the far post and goes in. Very good play. Slimano is getting absolutely abused at the right back position. We're going to bring Tasevsky on. We're going to get Lenz off and bring on Havranek. Those are the only 2 subs we're going to make right now. Roberto's not having a good game either. Mahmoud to Aguado. Gets by Israel. Goodwin. Back to Guerrero. Out to Adaliba all alone. Goodwin. Wow, knocked away. Veerman ends up with the ball. Long pass towards Roberto, but Velasquez intercepts it. Goodwin gives the ball away. Knocked forward. Roberto has it. Van den Eek, a very nice save. Le Guin, challenged by Uche. Ball goes to Mahmoud and the highlight ends. Van den Eek taps it over to Kresic. Out to Mahmoud. Back to Kresic. To Zanzamas. Long pass. Zanzamas breaks inside. Dispossessed. Ball goes to Velasquez, though. Goodwin gets it. Back out to Zanzamas, who misplayed it. Tasevsky ends up with it. Gives it to Bates. Up to Uche. Over to Kerma. Out to Verdonk. In the box and right at Van den Eek out. He had Maria sitting right in front. I don't know why he didn't pass it to him. 10 minutes left. Adeliba, knocked away. Adeliba gets the ball back. Shadowed by Verdonk. Guerrero out to Zonzamas. Dispossessed by Tisevsky. Long pass to Maria. Up to Roberto. One-on-one with Van den Eek out. Round him. And he's fouled. Oh no, he gets it back and he equalizes. What happened there? Beautiful pass by Tisevsky up to Maria, who gets it to Roberto. Van den Eek out challenged for the ball and muffed it. And Roberto scores on the empty net. Kickoff highlight. Kresic to Velasquez. Out to Hirkins. Gives the ball away. Augusto. Taps it to Roberto. Can you get it back? Verdonk takes the shot and hits the post. I do believe we are going to go to extra time. Pagano. Ball's knocked away. Bates comes out for it. That was a bit iffy. Late goal. Long roll. Throw towards Verdonk, rather. Passes to Maria. Van den Eek had a very nice save. Augusto. Hrvanik over the crossbar. Extra time. Van den Eek out to Kresic. Back to Van den Eek out up to Cesar. Gives it to Aguado to Guerrero. Over to Hirkins. Gets by Kerma. Bounces the ball off. Augusto ends up with it. Up to Roberto. Surrounded by Barcelona players. Gets it to Israel, but Pagano steps in front of it. Le Guin one-on-one with Bates, and he pushes it just wide enough right. Wow. Pagano on the throw into Zonzamas. Back to Pagano. Kresic to Cesar. Back to Pagano. All the way back to Van den Eek out. Pagano to Cesar. Guerrero. Back out to Zonzamas. Gets by the defender. Oh, good grief. Catches the far post and in. Are you freaking kidding me? Look at this shot. We're going to get Verdonk off and bring on Thunesen. Augusto is gassed, but I don't have anybody to take his spot. I mean, I guess I could bring Hrvanik up and bring on Spender. I can't make any more subs. Roberto runs down the carom off the corner kick. In the box, Veerman. Hrvanik? Veerman? Oh, Hrvanik should have taken the shot. I don't know how much time is left. Zonzamas. Back to Pagano. Centers it to Cesar. To Aguado. Hirkins, Le Guin, and Bates, a nice stop. Bates lost the ball. Bates to Uche. Back to Bates, over to Augusto. Up to Israel. He cuts inside. Crosses the field. Out into space for Thunesen. Who gets it? Back to Kerma. Crosses in. Roberto's there, but soft header over the crossbar. Very even game from a statistics point of view. We're starting the second half. Guerrero sends it in. Thunesen knocks it away, but Aguado's going to run it down. Gets by Tisevsky. Zanzama's shot bounces off Kerma. Ends up at Hirkin's head, and he heads it right to Bates. Long throw to Israel, who tries getting it to Maria, but Pagano steps in front of it. However, it's given away. Tisevsky back to Bates. Back out to Tisevsky. Over to Israel. To Tisevsky. Up to Maria. Gets by the one defender. Holds it up. Back to Israel. Top of the box. Takes the shot. Van den Eek out. Easy save. It was going out. It wasn't going to be a goal either way. Five minutes. Thunesen steals the ball to Kerma. Back to Thunesen. Back to Kerma. Uche. Up to Thunesen. Cuts inside. Dispossessed by Guerrero, but ball goes to Veerman, who gets it up to Maria, and he scores, and we equalize. That was well done. Great play by Veerman to set up the goal. Yeah, so I'm reading from the bottom, but it was a great play by Veerman to set up the goal. Thunesen was dispossessed by Guerrero, but the ball went right to Veerman, who got it to Maria, who was between the defenders. Van den Eek had a chance, but we are in extra time, and it's a kickoff highlight. Pagano to Guerrero. Zanzamas gets by Tisevsky again. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh. Bates was looking the wrong way the entire time. And we lose to an extra time goal. No Champions League. No Copa del Rey. We're 2 points ahead of Barcelona. And we're playing them last. So that's what we're going to come back for, is the Barcelona game. Unless we manage to go on a winning streak here and clinch we'll still play the Barcelona game even if we clinch the title. The Bayern game was an absolute disaster. We had our chance against Barcelona. And we did well enough to come back in time, but for whatever reason, this team can just not finish. I mean, yeah, we've won La Liga, but we should be doing better in some of these continental competitions. We should be doing better in the Champions League competitions. I mean, we're beating good teams in the group stage and the qualifiers and everything like that. And Bayern's a good team, but we should be doing better against them. That's just... Well, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments. Honestly, any advice, I'd be willing to listen to it. Leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. I'm FM20.